Y'all ready for some really good asparagus chowder? Let's make it. As we make this asparagus chowder, I want you to remember something. You don't have to put in all this stuff. You can put more stuff. That's up to you. You're the cook. It's your kitchen. I'm the cook in this kitchen, and I'm going to do it like I want to. And you're the cook in your kitchen, and honey, you do it just like you want to. We're just going to get a start right here, and then, there we go. It's good and sharp now. Okay, here's what I've done. I just got me a pot right here, empty pot, and I'm going to take some butter and put in it because I'm fixed to saute some onions and some garlic. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 tablespoons, or 3 pats, which really equals 3 tablespoons. And I've already washed my asparagus. I just bought 1 bunch. And so what I'm going to do is cut these tips off, and I'm going to set those aside. You know, your tips are the tenderest part. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is, let me get you down here where you can see. Just cut these off like that and set those aside. Okay, I'll just put them in this bowl right here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the remaining part of the asparagus about 1 inch apart, because this is your tougher part, okay? And I can tell this is going to be my last cut right there. I can tell it because it's getting tougher. So this part right here, I'm not going to use it. But now, you could use it just like to boil in a different boiler and have it for your broth, but it's not fitting to eat. It's just, as the old movie says, it ain't fitting. It just ain't fitting. And so I'm not going to ruin my chowder with it. But if you wanted to boil yours in a separate thing, you could. I'm going to turn my eye on and let that be getting hot. And while it's doing it, I'm going to put these chunks in there. And I'm going to put just a scoop of olive oil in there, not much. Maybe a tablespoon or something like that, just to help it boil up a little bit. I'll just kind of do like this and put a little in there. That ought to be plenty. Okay, now let's get us some good garlic cloves. I'm going to get about 2 cloves because I like a lot of garlic. Mind y'all. You don't have to put the garlic. You do have to put the asparagus. We had a really good church service today. It was so good. It was so good. I'm telling you. It's fine to be with people like, we just go to church and see all the people that you love to worship with. Some of them I hadn't seen all week. We all get so busy in our long life, don't we? Okay, I'm just going to cut this like this. Just real little. Let me turn this down. I'm not going to be in a hurry to saute our tops and all that other part. I'm going to throw this in there. Anyway, we had a guy there today that came and talked about Camp Victory. That's a camp for children to go to during the summer, a Christian camp. They do all kinds of activities. I remember when Banks and William went, they loved it. They loved it. All right, here's our garlic we're going to put in there. And now we're going to put it about 1 onion, but this is a half an onion that I had left over, so I feel like this is going to be plenty, don't you? These are huge onions. This is some of the last of my sweet onions. I'll cut that big thing out. I probably won't put all of this. I think I'll just put 1/4 of it in there. Because I'm going to tell you, 1/4 of this onion is like a whole little onion. Can y'all tell I've cut my hair? I got in there in that bathroom last night and I looked at my head and I thought, I don't like what I see. So I just got the scissors and went to whacking. I've got it pulled back right now, but it's pretty short, y'all. And that's all right. We went to church this morning. Bae said, Big Mama, did you cut your hair? I said, yes, I certainly did. All you need is a pair of scissors and a mirror to look behind your head to see if you cut it any. I've just got it pulled back though right now. All right, here's our onion. Put it in. This is going to be really healthy, y'all. All right, come over here and look. Let me get you up, put you over here, stick you down in the pot. We're just going to saute this about 5 minutes or so, just like this, just to kind of tender it up a little bit, okay? And then we'll start adding some other things to it. Okay, y'all. I have sauteed this for about 5 minutes, and you can tell it's getting all tendered up, okay? Now what I'm going to do, you know, we've got the butter and the the butter and the olive oil in here. So what I'm going to do, this is about 2 tablespoons of, well, I'm using the all-purpose, white lily all-purpose flour today. But if you don't have that, you can use the self-rising, just flour. And so this is what's going to make your chowder thicker. It's a thickening agent, okay? If you can't eat flour, then put cornstarch in it. But so I'm gonna put this in this pot, literally in the pot, okay? Stir it around. Now I am going to add, see there? Now I'm going to add water. Not much. That's probably 3/4 cup or something like that in there. And I'm gonna let it cook just a minute in this plain old water. Get hot, rather. That's what I'm gonna do. Let it get hot in there. All right, look, I want to show you what you're looking at now, okay? Look. See how it's thick? See that flour, how it thickened up in there? Now we're going to slowly add our milk. If you have some cream, whipping cream, and all that kind of good, happy stuff, you might use it to make it extra thick and creamy. I don't have any. I got whole milk. That's all I've got, whole milk. So what I'm going to do is set this back on my eye, and I'm going to slowly add my milk. And I'm going to stir as I go. Hopefully I can use all this milk. I need to use it up. It didn't have much in the thing. See there? All right. It's looking good. Now, the all-purpose flour does not have salt in it. That's, a lot of times, you know, you make your cakes and all that kind of stuff with your all-purpose flour and your cookies, a lot of those too. So I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in that so that it will taste good, because you don't want it to be bland. I can't remember if that butter under my butter dish was salted or not salted. I don't even remember. But I'm going to taste this as I go. I'm going to make sure it's good. A little black pepper. Stir it around. All right, I'm going to let this come to a little boil here, a little slow boil. And while it's coming to that slow boil, I'm going to add these tips. I'm going to cook it just a little bit, and then I'm going to add these tips to it, okay? Okay, while that's happening, y'all come back over here with me. Get you set up, put our light back over on this side so you can see. When it gets all done, I'm going to put a dollop of sour cream on mine. And I'm going to put some grated cheese. This is your sharp cheese. So I'm going to put it on top. So I'm just going to do me off some and have it already ready. I'm hungry. I didn't cook Sunday dinner for everybody today because we've got a function to go through to this afternoon. So we decided we just wouldn't. I think Hannah's doing sandwiches. I'm cooking this for me. I'll probably have some left over too. All right, there's some cheese to go on top. Let's see how it's doing. Ooh, it's looking good. And I think I'm gonna put one more pat of butter in here just for good measure because I like I like that buttery flavor in mine, okay? Let that melt around. All right. I think it's ready now for the asparagus tips. They don't have to cook as long as the other. I'm gonna put a little bit more milk in it. It seems a tad thicker than I like it. You can do asparagus chowder lots of different ways, y'all. I've got a chowder in my recipe book. You can do a broccoli chowder, potato chowder, corn chowder, asparagus chowder. There's all kinds of chowders. And I like a chowder. It's thick, and the white, it's got a lot of creamy in it, and it's just really super good. So you'll like it. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute when it's ready, and then we'll eat some. Would y'all like to eat some asparagus chowder with me today on this fine day? Okay, sweet people, our chowder's ready. It didn't take but 2 shakes of a half sheep's tail, and now we've got something good to eat. All right, so let's bring our chowder over here. That is hot. What am I doing? How did my handle get hot? I think I left it over the eye. Here's our chowder. Okay. Here's my bowl. And I want to show y'all this sweet thing right here. This ladle I found at an antique store. You know how I love antiques and stuff. Well, this is from Vinton, Iowa. And it says on here it's from the farmers co-op in Vinton, Iowa. And I got it. I love it when it's got writing on it like this. It makes it special, doesn't it? Or it does to me. Are y'all as sentimental as I am? Are you? All right, so this looks really super good, y'all. Let me get some juice. I like the juice as well as anything, don't y'all? Okay, we've got that. Gonna put our cheese on top. Just put a little dollop of sour cream. Some of y'all don't like sour cream. I think more women like sour cream than men do. I love this stuff. I love sour cream. All right, here we go. I used all that milk, y'all. I kept adding until it was, oh, here it is. Remember, you can make chowder. If you've got a can of corn, you can make you some chowder. Just like this. It's just you're going to add corn instead of asparagus, or you could do broccoli. What have you got in your house? What have you got? Have you got some milk? Have you got an onion? A little butter? Have you got Some garlic cloves. If not, have you got some garlic salt? I mean garlic powder. I like to use garlic powder. You got salt and pepper? You got all the makings of a chowder. The only thing you need is something to go in it. Have you got a can of corn? Then you make corn chowder. Have you got some broccoli? Cut it up real little. You can make broccoli chowder. You got asparagus? Have you got potatoes? Of course you do. Of course you do have potatoes. Make it some potato chowder. You just boil the potatoes till they're tender. Saute that other stuff in a different pan and throw it all in there with the potatoes. Add your thickening. Y'all all got flour. That is so good. And that asparagus is so tender. It's got just a little bit of crunch left to it, which I like. Y'all, this is delicious. Remember, you've got everything you need. You've got everything you need in your house. If you don't have whole milk, it's okay. You skim. It's okay. Make it up as you go along. It doesn't have to be just like mine. The whole purpose of my show is to teach you that you can do it. And you can do it in your kitchen with whatever you've got in that refrigerator. You don't have to make this chowder. Just make a chowder. You may think of another one. Heck, it may be good to do a cauliflower chowder. Gosh, you can't even say that, can you? Cauliflower chowder. Boy, that's a tongue twister. I love y'all. Have a good day. Jesus is the way. He's the truth. He's the light. And no man comes to the Father God, except through Jesus. That's scripture, and that's what it says. Bye. I made asparagus chowder. It was perfect too.